Nancy. I'm afraid there's been more trouble.
Don't tell me something else blew up.
It's Emily. Oh, this is silly. I'm her guardian. I should just make her sell this place. She's only 17, for Pete's sakes. She should be out meeting boys and going to parties, not trying to run a business.
Miss Willoughby, what happened?
Just go ask her and make her tell you everything.
Jane told you, didn't she?
Not really.
That picture on the wall over there, I saw it move. I was just sitting here and it moved all by itself. I saw it move, I really did. Last week, a book fell off the shelf for no reason. And before that, I heard these weird noises. And almost every day I hear a voice, like a whisper, coming out of nowhere. Jane thinks it's nerves, but I don't want to talk about this. Did you see Jim Archer?
I'm afraid I don't have very good news.
The jewelry wasn't insured?
No, but I do have some good news, sort of.
Shh! Did you hear that?
Hear what?
Shh! Nothing. I'm going to have to sell the inn, aren't I?
You know, it's possible, just possible, that the will that was found was not the will Josiah wrote.
You mean he may have left us money after all? No, that's wishful thinking, and I refuse to get my hopes up again because they'll probably just get dashed again. Listen, I feel bad enough that you drove all the way out here for nothing. Maybe you should just go home.
Do you want me to go home?
No, but I really don't feel like being sociable right now. There's nothing for you to do.
I'd like to see if Josiah hid a second will somewhere.
What are you? Some kind of Sam Spade?
Well, just because I've never solved a mystery before doesn't mean I can't. Anyway, there's no harm in trying, right? Who knows? I might turn out to be good at it.
Be my guest.
I'll be back in a little bit.
You're the bee's knees.
What could have made this picture move? From the looks of those lanterns, I'm not the only one who's been down here recently. An old piggy bank. Swell, $1. This piggy bank looks like it's been here for a long time. Guess I better not leave the lights on. Jeepers, that sounds like Richard Topham. This door must open right into his living room.
Good kitty.
I can't go in there now. Mr. Topham will see me. Now I'm hearing things. Guess I better not leave the lights on.
So, what did Emily say? Did she tell you about the pictures and the voices?
Have you ever seen or heard anything strange around here?
No. In fact, this place is so quiet and dull compared to Chicago that it's a wonder I haven't lost my mind. You know what? I'll bet it's me. I'll bet it finally hit Emily that I'm just not Gloria and I never will be, and that running this place is always gonna be all up to her. And it was just more than her poor mind could bear.
What did the sheriff say when you called him about the stolen jewels?
He said since nobody got robbed at gunpoint or anything, coming out here again just didn't seem necessary. Said it sounded to him like the jewelry had just been misplaced. You see, it only felt fair to tell him about Emily's, delicate state of mind.
Where did that barred bounce game that's in the parlor come from? Do you know?
Emily says Josiah Crowley brought it in one day and just left it. Said it was so guests, as in him, would have something to do while they waited for a table.
Have you met Richard Topham?
Yeah, I've had the displeasure of meeting that quack.
Somehow he knew who I was before he even saw me.
He came over while they were putting out the fire today. Asked me who you were, and I was so frazzled at the time I told him. I don't usually give that crackpot the time of day.
Josiah Crowley seemed to think he was legit.
Like that circus fella said, there's a sucker born every minute. Me? I think ESP is a lot of J-U-N-K.
Does the miniature golf course that's out back belong to the inn?
No, that was Josiah Crowley's. Way I hear, he built it himself.
Was it open to the public?
Nope, it was just his own private little course. Can you imagine? Wish I had money to throw around like that.
Well, I'll talk to you later.
You betcha.
Hi, Nancy.
I'll be back in a little bit.
You're the bee's knees.
Would it be okay if I played a record?
Sure.
I can't play that here. Would it be okay if I played a record?
Sure.
I'll never forget the night it all began. That dark, stormy, fateful night when I decided the time had come to rid the world of the creature. But it would take money to do that, and to get money, I needed to confront my arch enemy, Nick, who had recently become able to transform himself fittingly into a giant warthog. When his forest hideaway came into view, I dismounted and approached the door on foot so I could take him by surprise. My fear that he would hear me proved groundless, for a terrible storm began to rage, washing away the sound of my footsteps. I peered through the rain-streaked window beside his front door and could see him sitting in front of the fire. He had returned to human form, but the malicious smile on his face suggested that he was recalling his recent porcine exploits. Seeing that the door was unlocked, I hurled it open and marched across the room toward him. "Step away from that bottle of warthog potion," I commanded, "and give me the 20 gold coins you stole from my poor servant." "I'm not going to give you a thing, save, perhaps, a taste of my sword." And with that, he drew his sword. In an instant, I had drawn mine, and so commenced the fiercest sword fight the world had ever known. The storm raging outside paled in comparison to our battle. To my surprise, Nick's experiences as a lower life form seemed to have improved his skill as a swordsman. I feinted, I parried, and yet victory eluded me. And soon I began to feel my strength ebbing from me. I was tiring rapidly. Summoning every ounce of what little energy remained in my body, I lunged at him one last desperate time. Ouch! Why, you've wounded me! I had managed to wound him on his right arm, just above the elbow. Curse you! His words, punctuated as they were by an untimely clap of thunder, sent a shiver down my spine. "Save your breath," I intoned, "and give me those gold coins." "Here, take your precious coins." He tossed the bag of coins onto a chair, but as I reached for them, he reached for his bottle of potion, and in a matter of seconds, my night had gone from bad to horrible.
Hi, Nancy.
I'll be back in a little bit.
Thanks again, Nancy.
What's cooking?
Well, I'll talk to you later.
You betcha.
Drop a nickel into the slot, please. Very good. Now, how may I be of service?
Hi, Mr. Kowski. Could you please connect me with my dad? His number is KL57187.
Hang on a minute.
Carson Drew,
Hi, Dad.
did you pick those papers up yet?
Yep.
Great. You can give them to me tonight when you get home from Emily's. So, what else have you been doing?
I'm earning money by delivering telegrams for Tubby's Telegrams.
Good for you. That's a great way to meet people and to accumulate a little cash, which might come in handy. You're putting extra wear and tear on your car, you know.
Yes, Dad.
What else have you been up to?
This Richard Topham guy honestly believes he has psychic powers.
He's not just some sort of con man?
No, I think he's so good at convincing himself that he can read minds and move spoons that he has no problem convincing other people that he can.
Or perhaps it's a function of the clever Hans effect.
Oh, I just read something about that.
Then, as you know, sometimes an interrogator will give involuntary visual and/or verbal cues in order to help another person arrive at the desired answer. Keep your eyes and ears open when you're around this Topham fellow. He may unconsciously tell you more than either of you realizes.
I'm a little worried about Emily.
Why?
She admitted to me that lately she's been hearing voices and seeing things move all by themselves. Jane thinks she's losing her marbles.
Running a restaurant is a big responsibility. Maybe it's getting to her.
Well, that's what Jane keeps saying.
Maybe Jane's got her boots on after all.
Goodbye, Dad.
See you tonight.
Drop a nickel into the slot, please. Very good. Now, how may I be of service?
Hi, could you please connect me with Bess Marvin at KL54468?
Just a second. Hello?
Hi, Bess.
It's Nancy again. Stay off my feet this time, okay?
Oh, don't be such a crybaby. Hi, Nancy. What's going on?
What do you guys know about ESP?
I know it would be fun to have ESP. Speak for yourself. You wouldn't like to be able to read people's minds?
And know what everybody in school really thinks of my clothes? She's wearing that blouse with that skirt? Ew, what a drip. No, thanks.
Oh, George, nobody makes fun of the way you dress. Except for when you wear that paisley scarf with your plaid skirt. You're just asking for it then.
Why did you bring up ESP, Nancy?
There's a guy here named Richard Topham. He runs a school for the development of paranormal powers.
Is he on the up and up? Oh,
Of course he's not.
Somehow he got an old man to will him his entire estate.
Do you think he had something to do with those stolen jewels?
Well, as a matter of fact...
shh, hold on. How about you, Mrs. Farthingham? What do you think? Oh, party lines are the pits. When I get my own place, the first thing I'm going to do is get my very own private phone line.
And the second thing you're going to do is get 3 jobs to pay for it.
Oh, Ishkabibble, it'll be worth it.
What were you going to say, Nancy?
I found a passageway leading from the inn to Richard Topham's, which means Topham may very well have stolen those jewels.
No kidding.
I may try to sneak into his house when he's busy with a student and see if I can find them.
You sound like a police detective or something. Wait a minute. Have you been reading Dash Hammett stories again?
Maybe.
Well, just remember, whenever you're around this Topham guy, say the alphabet over and over to yourself.
Bess, what are you talking about?
It'll keep him from reading her mind.
You're out of yours, you know that?
Go chase yourself.
I can't figure out Emily's guardian, Jane Willoughby.
Why? What's wrong with her?
Nothing, really. She just seems so eager to believe that Emily is mentally unstable and that it's all her fault.
Does she have any kids of her own?
Doesn't sound like it.
Then maybe it is all her fault. Being a parent is an incredibly difficult, exhausting job. At least, that's what my parents are always telling me.
I just can't figure out why Emily's mom would have asked someone like Jane to take care of her daughter.
For one thing, you don't know what Emily's mom was like. She and Jane may have been two peas in a pod.
True.
Nor do you know what Jane used to be like. People change, you know.
You wouldn't believe what I had to go through to get Josiah's trivet back.
What did you want Josiah's trivet for?
As it turns out, I think it may be some kind of decoder.
Decoder for what?
That I don't know.
The man had a trivet that was really a decoder? When I'm rich, you won't catch me buying things like that.
No. What will you buy when you're rich, Bess?
A bathtub filled to the brim with chocolate bonbons.
That's what I thought.
That's it for now.
Bye. Oh, and if you call back and we're not here, it means we went to see this movie called The Big Trail.
Yeah, this guy named John Wayne is in it. Helen says he's a real dreamboat. We'll let you know if she's right.
Hello, Miss Drew.
Hi, Mr. Topham.
That room is off limits, I'm afraid.
Is it okay if I look around?
Certainly. Now what?
What do you think happened to the key to Josiah's safe deposit box?
Josiah no doubt lost it. He had a terrible memory, poor fellow.
Are you still looking for the key?
What's the point? No doubt it's filled with the same thing as this house. Junk. But if it's junk, why haven't I gotten rid of it, you may well ask. Well, I know it's silly to hang on to Josiah's things, but he was a wonderful man, you see, and I just don't have the heart to get rid of them. Too sentimental for my own good, I guess.
It was nice talking to you.
I'm sure it was.
It would sure be nice to be able to open this thing.
Hello again.
Was that your car I saw parked near the Lilac Inn this morning?
I haven't been there in months. You saw someone else's car. It's a very popular make and color, you know.
I just wonder what it was doing there.
Probably just someone sneaking onto that miniature golf course that Josiah built back there. Or bootleggers. I hear they frequent that area too.
What's your opinion of Richard Topham?
Interesting gentleman who's in an interesting line of work.
Does he do business here?
Yes, he does.
Have you ever attended one of his training sessions?
No, but that doesn't necessarily mean that I think he's a fraud. He makes a living doing whatever it is he does, so obviously someone thinks he's the real deal.
The key that you had Mr. Waddell appraise, could that be the key to the clock that Josiah Crowley gave you?
It might have been, I suppose. You know about that?
I found the receipt on the path to Richard Topham's house.
Really? I thought I'd thrown it out. You see, when he told me the key was worthless, I lost all interest in it.
So, it would be all right if I kept the key for myself?
I have no use for it. In fact, if you want that old clock, you can have it too.
I guess I'll be going.
Come back anytime.
I need a special key. wonder what goes here. I need to adjust the mirror so that the light hits them just right. A radiometer. Keen.
Hello, Miss Drew.
Hi, Mr. Topham. Do you mind if I look around some more?
Be my guest.
I can't get it out.